Hello, welcome to episode 18 and almost certainly the final episode, because today we will have completed all of the things. We're going to complete all of the goals we set ourselves quite early on in the scenario. So in the run. So original plan was that we wanted to unite all of the Finnish cultured people, and there are several different Finnish cultures. All of them are encased within this vast yellow kingdom that you can see just over my shoulder here, that stretches from the Arctic Ocean to the Black Sea. Amazing. I'm trying to think if there's ever been I don't think there's ever been an empire that roughly corresponds to the geography of that. So huge and exciting. We did that. We've achieved that. We've also got our custom religion. We're a reformed religion that we wanted to become the religion of eventually of all of the Finnish people. We have also got to become feudal, and we actually have. I thought we had a little bit further to go, but having had just a quick look, we're actually ready to become feudal now. 70% of all tribal civic innovations. I thought that meant we needed to have 10. I don't know where I got that number from, but in fact we're on 8, and that's enough. So we ticked that one, and I thought we needed to be on 10 development, but I think that's from the very beginning when CK3 first came out. I think you did need to be on development 10. We're on 8, and we only need 5 apparently. So the only other thing we need to do is get absolute tribal authority. Now we can do that straight away. I think it's going to cost us a few hundred prestige, less than we have. So this is a done deal in terms of the targets of this particular playthrough. However, we are going to play it a little bit because I want to set the directions for where this situation, where we would go potentially from here. So let me shrink my head and let's get into the game. Okay, so first thing is, let's do that thing. Let's become feudal. So all we need to do is hit absolute tribal authority, pass that law, and I guess we have to wait. Do we have to wait? I'm assuming that it'll kind of happen shortly afterwards. Adopt feudal ways. We can't do it because we're a little bit short of prestige, so we're going to need to get a little bit of prestige together. Okay, what happens? A faction created against me. I bet we see a little bit of this happening in the next few turns. Right, army's up to full strength, which means we're only losing 1.3 prestige a month, which is good. Right, so we need to think about where we're going to get this prestige from. Well, we have quite a lot of money. I want to be saving money as much as possible because obviously we're going to need it as a feudal kingdom to start investing in stuff, and also for paying for troops and stuff. I think the best thing to do is actually a feast. Let's hit the feast. This would be a good way of perhaps calming some of the vassals down, and I've got a little bit of a challenge coming up which we'll talk about in a minute. So let's see where would be a good place for us to have a feast. Gathering halls. I'm not too bothered. Provinces with suitability give a gold. I'm not too bothered about a gold discount. Let's have it at home in my capital. I think what we'll do is try to befriend somebody. Okay, so this is a king. Let's see if we can make him our friend. Try this chap here. It'd be quite nice to have him on our side. See if we can start winning over some of the Crusaders. We'll definitely go for that. Okay. Right, I think this is going to be really important, and let me just explain a little bit why. I mean, we have got huge lands here which are not Finnish. There's no particular reason for me to hang on to those lands. They're vast, and the dukes, and there's no kings, the dukes in them hate me. If I just look at the kingdom titles, is the Caucasus actually in my empire? Yes. I can create it. It doesn't currently exist, but I look at the dukes within that kingdom, and they all hate me. Okay, so I got a real issue, and this is the same with all of these kingdoms. What I really want to do is try to get some of these duchies and the constituent counties, so one duchy per kingdom, off the people that are there and give them to my own dynasty, make them kings with a decent number of counties and a duchy, and let them have the problem of dealing with the Caucasus or Zaporizhia, the Caspian Steppe, whatever. That's the way I want to go. In the meantime, I think inviting people along is actually going to be really, really helpful. If this situation starts to run out of control, then I won't bother waiting to achieve that. Instead, what I'll do is I'll simply form the kingdoms and give them to whoever's best suited out of the dukes that are already there, and then it becomes their problem to manage all of the disgruntled dukes. Right, let's get back to our party. Lovely time ahead. We've already got a little bit more prestige, which is lovely. We have certainly got dangerous factions joining. So this is from those lands. Oh, dearie me. Crimea potentially in revolt. Okay. I think we're going to have to act quite quickly. I think we'll go with the party, and then we're going to start dealing with these factions. Okay. Right, let's start looking at these kingdoms one by one. Okay, who have we got? Right, a godless lackey. Quite like lackey. Content. This is guys looking favourite at the moment from the Azov. Fearless. I don't like fearless. Okay, so let's create the title. It's using up a lot of money, and then we're going to grant it to this chap here. Grant title. We're going to make him the High Kingdom. The Kingdom of the Caucasus. Okay, not the High Kingdom of Khazaria. That's going to be me. It's disbanded a faction immediately, and I'm kind of assuming I can actually grant him some vassals. So this goes to grant to High Chieftain Viridian. Okay, let's do all of these because this is just going to cheer people up no end. So I think that's helped us. I think the Caucasus are now not a problem. If they are a problem, they are now the problem of King Bulkan of Caucasus. It's a shame he's not a little bit better. I can't put him on my council or something. Okay, so we got rid of one of those, but we've got this whopping great big one. Right, where's he? Okay, what kingdom is that? Okay, Mordvina. Okay. So we can form this. What are the dukes like? I mean, this chap here is irrational and a zealot. This chap here is very, very young lady. We don't really know what her character will be like yet. A gracious zealot. I could create this. I mean, what are these chaps like? Right, this guy likes me a lot more. A resentful ravener. Be interesting to promote these people. Dishonourable villain, and he's not keen on me either. Old zealot. Really want content coward, really. Treacherous villain. Evil paragon. Okay, so this chap here, High Chieftain Araslan. Oh no, sorry, Chieftain Deriab. He's going to end up the king. So let's create this duchy title. And we are going to... Yeah, Yaldom of Kopyor. Alright, so he likes me and he is a duke. Now what I need to do is form the kingdom of Mordvina. Giving me all of the prestige that I want. Thank you actually to Elira who reminded me that I can get prestige from forming titles. Right, so we're going to make it. We're going to make him a king. Kingdom of Mordvina. So this has like sort of crumbled a little bit. Some of the biggest people in that have now gone. Yeah, that seems to have worked quite well. Let's have a look at other ones. So Mordvina we've done. What empire is that a part of? The Volga Ural. And then we've got Khazaria. Right, Zaporizhia. Evil zealot. What is it with Zaporizhia? Why are they such awful people? Honourable lackey. Right, he might be getting it. Honourable Lackey might be getting it. And then we've got this unformed Jarldom. Okay, let's create it. So, Kingdom of Zaporizhia. Right, so this guy here, my Honourable Lackey, is going to become a king. Grant title, Kingdom of Zaporizhia. So I've got here the High Kingdom of Khazaria. Okay, we've got more things to transfer. 9 prisoners that can be ransomed. Well, I can't see why we wouldn't just simply... Right, let's just ransom them all, I think. Nice stack of money. And I think we're doing a pretty good job of like heading off trouble here. It's a shame I'm not doing it the way I wanted to do it. But nonetheless, I'm doing it. What we got here? I should have taken hostages. So I think that's really what I should have been doing. And this is just an aspect of the game I'm not, you know, particularly good at yet, or particularly understand, or don't even think of using. But I think that would have been a good thing to do. Here's a good, I mean, irrational adventurer. What's he think of me? He's not mad about me, is he? Let's come back to this. Okay, so what we need to do now is feudalise, I think. It's a shame I've lost all that money. But I do think that was important to do. Long live Finland. We are now feudal, and technically we have completed everything that we set out to do. Right, we're losing money. Right, let's accept some of these alliances actually, because I don't want people rebelling against me. Right, we're getting lots and lots of prestige, but we're now losing lots and lots of money. We're getting a little bit from church holdings. Might be something we can work on improving. Vassal taxes and our domain. I'm a little bit surprised we're not getting more from the domain, but what's it being spent on? Unraised men-at-arms. All of them are at full strength. So it might have to be that we just simply have to destroy some of them. Yeah, the best we can get is like sort of 0.3 a month. Okay, so I think we're going to have to disband something. Now, I think we're going to need to get rid of 2 regiments. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, right, we're at some sort of a balance point here. In time, we're going to want to rebuild that military strength, but for now, I think we've had to do that, and we need to kind of hang on to this this money really. Let's just have a look at my domain. Okay, this is the capital. There's nothing we can build here, I think, because we don't have burrs, and all of these will want burrs or manorialism, I guess. We don't seem to be able to build much. I think I am inclined to additional building slots +1. So I don't seem to have that many building slots. I've still only got 2. Okay, what's my... Okay, so he likes me, so we're doing all right with that. We kind of want him to have lots of money, and he can start investing in some of the temple holdings. For a while, we could put him onto money. That's helped things a little bit. Okay, I'm making more money now, so I think I might go... Let's get him back in Seisma to building up our culture. Yeah, the money's already quite a bit better since we dropped the troops. We probably could have got rid of 1 less regiment than we did. Learning perk is available. Do I want some of this stuff? I mean, different cultural opinion I don't think is a bad one, actually. So I think we'll carry on working on this, though. A bit of me tempted to change into a different lifestyle. Okay. Right, we're supposed to be up here. Let's put that up. For now. But as the financial situation improves, I think we need to put even more amenities up. Right, okay, so this faction is indeed dangerous. It's Vladimir. I don't yet have 500. He's Vladimir. Controls a lot of Vladimir. I mean, I really need about 1,500 in order to kind of make sure these places are okay. I think the best thing is actually getting back to swaying this chap. He's the most powerful. I think we're going to be okay. It's a possibility that we'll have a small rebellion that we can manage. I think that's a possibility. Okay, we're heading up in the right direction. Really need a lot more money. Here we go. Welcome, friends. King Kiro becomes my friend. Oh, that's super. Okay, that makes life a bit easier. That's a nice one. Every character with at least guest with at least one trait come with you gains 20 opinion of you. This is 75 prestige. I don't need the prestige. Eyes dried, tables thumped. Another tale she offers. I shall sing of how the great champion Arvid first demonstrated his virtue. Okay, so this is the vanguard. Okay, let's get them to have a bit more glory. Deciding to draw to close my visit, sure expecting me to lavish a little attention on King Barjbek. So this is a man I want to like me. This way he gains 150 prestige, gets highly esteemed, but likes me a lot more. I mean, I think that's what we're here to do. So, okay, so I get lots and lots of good results in that, which is really nice to see. Okay, so faction targeting me is being disbanded. Oh, look at this. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Have a proper look at these factions. So this one is the one that was a concern. It's already less a concern. I think I'm just going to change the sway to this chap, get him out. I mean, he's worth 1,000. It might be a little bit more once he's rebuilt. These are vassals that can't join. A little bit disappointed I wasn't able to. I wasn't able to give those kingdoms away to my family, but I think I've done the right thing. And the other thing now is, of course, I'm going to start thinking about. I mean, what I need really is the ability to get hooks on these people, so I can start improving. What about that? I mean, he's a friend of mine. I get a little bit more money, a little bit less troops. I think that's we're gonna go for that. Yeah, we go for it. I don't think this is going to make much difference. No. So I don't think we'll bother changing his. Do you know I should be taking advantage of some of these? Oh, that's a big increase. Okay. Council rights guaranteed, no. I don't want protected. So I get a 0.2, and this costs me nothing. The risk is that he starts to grow over time, but we can keep our eye on that. But I think we need to form the other kingdoms. We can form the other kingdoms, and we can start working even more on these kings' contracts. Okay, a couple of items with low durability. Let's destroy that. Repair that. That's expensive, isn't it? Going to get better ones. Okay, right. We've now got enough to form another decision to found a holy order. I'd be really into doing that. What I think I would like to do now, though, as I've got this 500, is form another one of the kingdoms. Right, form the kingdom. This guy's a fearless lackey. He's about to become a king. Okay, let's have a look at his contract. A little bit of transfer. So we want King Arslan. Okay, so we definitely want to go up. I mean, it's kind of free for me, isn't he? He's loyal, and he's going to be a whole lot loyaler in a bit. Not perhaps quite yet. Okay, right. So that's another one. So we're tackling all of the problems we have one by one. The money situation has certainly improved. And another faction appeared. Right, that ticked up to 1.8, which is really good. 1.9. Things are definitely improving. Okay, so let's get the Duke in. Doesn't look like he's brought any money with him, which is a shame. But it does get me a little bit of prestige. Okay, I've got a daughter. But it's from my woman. So I can't name this one after Elira. Because Elira wants to be named after a legitimate, actual Queen's born child. So we'll just leave this one as Salmi. Which is a shame, Elira, because this one is actually quick. Okay, I suppose quick's still not as good as her father, though, is it? He's a genius. Still getting factions being created, but struggling to get anywhere near the 500 we need. Oh, let's have a look in here. Okay, worm on a string. Okay, that's got us another 100. Let's go for onagers. Well organised service is nice. As I lean over the map of the council chamber, a sudden creak turns. Is this James? This is James of Finland, Prince James of Finland. Okay, coming along nicely. He's getting a martial education. Yeah, well, I think that'd be fun. Right, you're a good son. Right, this guy instead of my brother, I think that's a no-brainer. Let's change the culture in these places. Oh. Right, let's change the culture here, because that already has the religion, so that'll be much quicker. How are we doing with the religion? The religion is really, really spreading. I'm really, really tempted actually to go for a Karelian hybrid. Let's have a look at let's look at it again. We get public works and city planning. I mean, that's not terrible. We can afford it. Oh, the Norse Finnish is less than 50 years old. How can we find out how old Norse Finnish is? I guess, formed in the year 906, it is 940, so we've got quite a long way to go before we can do anything with our religion. Sorry, our culture. And at 50, well, we might be able to make it. We might be able to get there. Learning perk available. Open-minded. I think this is going to really improve cultural acceptance, and actually it'll probably disband a couple of factions. As far as my country news them is my vassal King Deriab that is plotting against my nephew. Deriab, you're my king. You're a king. So I made you the king of Ordvenia, and now you're trying to kill Zaki. Why? Why would you be doing that? Okay, so let's make sure that we're on protection for now. Earning 2.1 per turn now. Destroy. Another 80. You know what? Let's have a look at the things I've got in here. What's this giving me? 2 learning. Okay, I'm hanging on to that one. I mean, this could certainly be useful in the future. What's this giving me? Knight effectiveness. Let's get rid of that. I mean, this is rubbish. +1 to powerful vassal opinion. Get rid of it. What we're going to do is, now we're an emperor as important as we are, we'll start getting better ones for this stuff. We'll start building it up properly. Diplomacy +1. That's quite good. Just get rid of it. These I will hang on to. The book I will hang on to. Right, let's look at the court ones. We've got loads of court artifacts. Okay. All right, what's this? Learning per level of devotion +1. That should be on display. Yeah, that's particularly good. This, give me a tiny bit of prestige. We're going to get rid. Well, let's not get rid of it yet. Let's see how many other things. Oh, this shield. Renown 0.06 and court grandeur. So this is better. So we'll put this on display. And we'll get rid of that one. Controlled territory defender advantage. It's currently on display. It's excellent tapestry. Dynasty opinion corporate. Right. It's going. This is all about prestige. It's going. A fine healing guide, a small but a little bit of little bit of learning. I'm up for putting it there for now, but there might be something better. Prestige, renown, +1 knight. I like the +1 knight. Prestige, attraction, opinion, monthly lifestyle experience for Marshall. That's going to be quite useful for our son. Prestige and renown. Let's just get rid of all the green ones. Yeah, it's giving us a fair bit of money. Unfortunately, we can't have all of these things displayed. Well, that does give us enough to do another kingdom. Yeah, I don't think we need to. I think what we could do is we can start to invest in these. I mean, that's actually going to increase our money by 2%, holding taxes. We don't have any holdings, though. Okay, so here we can get +3, so let's go for it. I think that's the biggest single increase to money that we can buy. Okay, so if we have a look at factions, we can see that they are decreasing in danger. There's this one. So I think I probably do need to form another kingdom. I need 500 gold, and I can form Ruthenia. Okay, he's on the other side of the world, though. Okay, so essentially, we are a feudal society. We have our custom reformed religion. We have incorporated all of the Finnish peoples within our empire, and we have feudalised, and we have stabilised this income. There is this realm. There are still some issues. This is potentially dangerous. I think I think if we form another kingdom, we'll get rid of a lot of these. Ravenna, in particular, I think will get rid of a few of the people in there, particularly this lady who's a lackey. It might be actually quite nice to make her the king, actually. I think she'll keep it in order. This is King Arslan. No, so this is a chap I've actually made king. So ought to be swaying him, perhaps. But I'll finish this sway here. So essentially, I think I have completed everything that I set out to do. And for that reason, slightly regretfully, I'm going to stop here, because I'm kind of getting into the new challenge of trying to build up my my monthly money and changing the culture again. I think changing the culture would be key to improving the money situation, because we could perhaps try to make a culture that's a bit good at development and the like. So I am going to stop there, somewhat regretfully. I'm going to go to Northumbria next, and we're going to go to Northumbria in the year 867. In many ways, this is considered to be unwinnable. At war with by both Ivor the Boneless and which of the other Viking brothers is it? But it's the other one. One of the other sons of Hrothgar. But basically, it's an unwinnable situation at the beginning of Northumbria. So I don't necessarily expect to win both wars. But if I lose both wars, I lose the campaign right there and then. So I have to try to at least avoid that. And that's where we're going to be stopping. That's where we're going. That's where we're going to be. That's where we're going to be starting, and we have to try to build back from there. So in many ways, I'm going back home, going back to England, not Northumbria. Of course, I live quite a long way from Northumbria, but it's going to be really fun, I think. First, because there's going to be like a massive challenge at the beginning, but secondly, because I know those places, and it's going to be really, really nice conquering them and losing them and fighting over them and struggling for them. So we'll be back on Wednesday with our first episode of our Northumbria run. Till then, you take care, everybody. Bye-bye.